What's going on? What's going on? Bird is here with another perfectly imperfect video series. I have two to show. One that is true to the definition of what we know perfectly imperfect, which is basically attacks that don't go quite according to plan. You got to watch somebody adjust in order for them to pull down that 3. We're going to start with myself, which is very much that boat, and then we'll end with somebody that is brand new. To me, is what's doing the stone baby dragon for the first time. And we'll talk through that raid as well. So to start this off, I've done an attack strategy video on this several times. We'll push play. I'm doing a Mike or Make drag loom. I'm aiming for these two air defenses. If my royals get them both, it's overkill, but I really am aiming for my royals to get this one. My queen is supposed to get it. I'm going to wall breaker in. So I start my funnel with the... this is fresh, by the way. In both attacks in this video, in this series, we'll see that they are fresh. A little bit misplaced of a tile. I mean, he's standing outside of the ring. You guys can check that out. Just like his leg is standing in the ring. But anyway, BK takes for the queen. I needed the wall breaker into this compartment right here. So I'm taking that BK, that giant is to tank. I get successful wall breaker. I'm feeling great about this. Bust the ability. Fish out some information, but I forgot that once this compartment where the cannon is gone, it's a dead space, and therefore the queen needs to target the next nearest thing, and I didn't account for that gold mine at the top. So at this point, I'm freaking out because this air defense is exactly what I'm aiming for, and she ain't gonna get it. So super tight butthole moment. I decide to adjust on the fly and send one of my level 1 skeletons to see if it was bringing it down, and it is going down. So then I'm like, all right, well then I can spread out my because all 3 skeletons were supposed to go at the top. I'm watching my air defense going, please go down, please go down, please go down, because it needs to go down, deciding on how I do other things. It does go down, but I've already wasted so much time watching that that I fight the clock from here on out. Everything else is according to plan, but oh my gosh, I freaked out so much, and I'm like, stupid, 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 stupid. Like, you know, like that's such a rookie mistake. You know, once you get rid of that cannon, it's a dead space. She's gonna reroute, and I totally missed that. So I was really happy that the single level 1 skeleton spell, because the top 2 were both uncovered. The bottom one was a little bit covered, but I mean, there's no splash once you get rid of the mortars, and then everything else was according to plan. Making sure that I stuck with it. I was going to have a deeper rage for those dragons, but when I saw that they were pushing downwards, I decided to drop it down to get through the storages down there, and I saw the CC would lure them back up and then get the remaining things. It ends up being an overkill towards the back end. However, I was fighting the clock. We're talking... I was freaking out, man. So there's a Make Dragloon, and it's also a great way to illustrate the customization that I was talking about in the last video about how you have 18 or so troop space. What you missed, I'm sorry, was I was using archers and minions to fish out the corners, as I talked about in the video as well. And I subbed some troop space here to basically make sure I could wall breaker in, and it failed anyway. At least the objective of why I brought them. So hope you guys enjoyed those talking points. We're back out of here, and we'll take a look at that other stone baby dragon I was talking about. Alright, so we have Join Free Co. or Panzer here. So the idea for this, I swear to God, this base looked wicked familiar to me. It looked a lot like the War Whales base that I hit when One Hive played War Whales in Season 1 CWL. Same plan. You have all the air targeting defenses with the exception of the air defenses touching the core. So if I can, why not just send stone baby dragons and get the whole core gutted, and you got no threats to air with the exception of splash. So somebody asked, why not use loons in this situation? Well, it's because of these sweepers that your loons would fight. You'd have no spells for your loons if you're doing a stone bolalo or something like that. Your loons would have to fight to get to these things right here because of the sweeper. Plus, there's more threats. With the baby dragon, there really isn't any threats whatsoever. Once you gut the bows and the air defenses and the archer towers, it's really an overkill. So we'll push play, and he did a great job executing this funnel. We talked at length for this. Really, the key to this was to be very, very patient. He does that on the opening using baby dragons on the corner huts as part of the funnel, and then starting his golem and wizards with 3 on each side to ensure primarily getting these gold storages are the culprits. The end sides are way easy to get. We talked about what if scenarios. So like what if there's an exposed Tesla over here? And it doesn't even matter if it did. So symmetrical base. Here goes down right here. I mean, just a great funnel going on. Really good patience being exhibited. He still has his 3rd golem. It's looking pretty. I actually was on voice coaching him through this. He was really nervous. His first CWL match and his first attack of the war. Something that's not quite in his comfort zone. So right here with those storages going down, he's got a direct path to the core. And right at this moment, right here, I am telling him, because he's freaking out, calmly, drop your baby dragon at the top. Drop your baby dragon at the top. Drop your baby dragon at the top. I'm like, there's no reason to wait. And why there isn't. This air defense is the only threat to a baby dragon on the top left. That's it. I'm sorry, Archer Tower. And so is this one. They're all going to be concentrated on the core. By dropping your jump and then rage, right, there's his jump and then the core rage, there's nothing else to watch. Everything else will do exactly what it needs to. You don't need to watch your troops. You don't need to wait for these air defenses over here to go down. I guarantee they will. That's what I kept telling him when we were planning. But he's watching his army. And I'm personally going, dude, drop your baby dragon at the top. Drop your baby dragon at the top. And the reason why is you want this to move like a wave. He literally is making sure that air defense goes down before he does anything else. And then there, now he goes. He sees the air defense goes down. He starts sprinkling in his loons. I'm sorry, his baby dragons. You don't want that with this attack strategy. You want him flanking on the sides and moving as a wave. One baby dragon at the top, one baby dragon at the bottom. As the army moves as a wave across, will get you so much return on investment because all the point defenses are going to be distracted towards the core. He was like, it was working for him. Finally, he puts that baby dragon at the top left there on that elixir collector, but because all the threats to the baby dragon were all in the core and he gutted it, it didn't matter that the wave and the plan didn't go exactly according to plan, because he had so many troops remaining and with not a lot of threats posed to them, but usually it goes so much better if you just move you want the baby dragons to move in a complementary fashion with your kill squad. Once all the threats to them are down on the side, you can start sprinkling in on the sides. And that's exactly what I told him. He was freaking out. But that's exactly what I told him about this army strategy. It's been a while since he'd done it. Again, nothing like stepping out of your comfort zones and stepping into the spotlight. Was still a great raid. I mean, he could have bagged so many baby dragons, in my opinion. Instead, he had so many up at the end. Nice job, Join Free Co. Hope you guys enjoyed those talking points and raids. Once again, it's Brutus reminding you, you're going to be better than a double. And I'll check you next time.